So, hello, Facebook. Hello, Power Circle family. Welcome to the replay. As you are watching this, go ahead and type in replay in the chat. Go ahead and type in replay in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Hello, good sis. How are you? Good to see you. All right, y'all. So, you can't hear me. Hold on now. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Hopefully you can. I'll try to project a little bit project a little bit more. Okay, so happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. Good to see everyone. Hope all is well. As you guys are coming up in the virtual room, do let me know what city you're logging in from. I got a little cold, guys. I got a little cold. I am just coming back from Miami, which I'm gonna be talking about that, but I'm coming back from Miami, y'all. Um, hey girl, nice to meet you. Coming back from Miami, y'all. It was a time. It was a time. So we're going to get into it. So, like I said, guys, as you are coming in, what? The devil is a lot. Y'all can't hear me for real? No sound. Why is this happening? Can y'all hear me now? What? This never happens to me. Can y'all hear me now? I just pressed the mic thing. Hopefully that worked. Let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, so let's get into it. Hey Gigi, what's up? All right, so like I said, guys, as you guys are coming in, drop your cities in the chat. I am logging in from Queens, New York. Just came back from an amazing conference in Miami, um, called the Podcast Summit by one of my mentors, David Shands. Um, and as you know, this investment game, investing in yourself, going to conferences, and all the other things, it just literally never stops. I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade now, and there hasn't been not 1 year that's gone by that I have not gone to some type of conference, expo, buyer show, anything. Right. And I strongly, strongly believe that when you get into these spaces, you network with like minded people, and it just literally helps you get to the next level. Um, oh, North Carolina's in the building. Strong Island's in the building. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, number one, I do want to talk about why it's super important that, especially we as Black people, we start to feel more comfortable with venturing out and going into these spaces that are in line with the business that we're in or the business that we are trying to get in, right? Networking is one of the top reasons. Historically, networking has been like literally the number one reason why people go to these types of events, right? When I was in Miami, I met some incredible people. So I was in Miami doing a podcast summit. Y'all know I'm trying to start this podcast. So also let me know, y'all, what kind of topics outside of beauty supply, of course, would you like me to dive into a little bit more? Um, Let me know that in the comments. Outside of beauty supply or anything like that, like what are some of the other topics that you think I should talk about? Because I am a diverse individual. I'm not just someone who has owned a beauty supply. I'm also a mom. I am also an entrepreneur in other areas, whole bunch of things, y'all. So let me know in the comments because I want to make sure that not only am I talking about things that I like to talk about, but I'm also talking about things that y'all want to hear because I can't just be talking about what I want to talk about. um, and so yeah, um, so networking is a game changer. Networking is a game changer for your business, no matter how established you are. You need to get comfortable with being in these rooms. I remember when I first started going to like conferences and expos and things like that. First of all, I've always been one to go to these things by myself. But as I'm going to these things by myself, like I always felt a little bit shy, like kind of like introverted to like talk to people and blah 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 and da da da. Entrepreneurship completely changed it about me, and I've like surprised myself as I've like been in some of these rooms how extroverted I have become. I walk up to people, I talk to people, I'm asking people questions, like, and I'm really like, sometimes I'm like, it feels like I'm having an outer body experience because I'm like, look at you walking up to people and talking to people. Look at you leading the conversation, you know? And entrepreneurship just naturally does that, especially being in a retail space where you're talking to people every single day. You're talking to new people every single day in a beauty supply store, right? In a beauty supply store in New York, like like in New York, we're very different. So mastering talking to people, different types of customers, different types of personalities in New York definitely set me up to be able to go into these conferences and expos and to be able to talk to people for sure, for sure. So if you are an introvert like me, just know that retail is definitely going to help you become extroverted and be that extroverted person that you need to be successful in business, especially in the retail business. Um, the other thing that I really want to impress upon you guys when you're going to these events, like the knowledge is the knowledge that most of these events and conferences they should provide for you will also help you along your business journey. So like not only are you going there for the networking, but obviously there's speakers or a speaker and they're talking about whatever industry you're in. So like I went to the podcast summit because obviously I want to do my own podcast. So the person who was doing the podcast summit has a really amazing podcast, like top I think 5 in the entrepreneurial space. It's called Social Proof Podcast. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's called the Social Proof Podcast with David Shands, and it's one of the largest podcast network for Black entrepreneurs. And so when you go to these events, right, you clearly want to go and learn from the best or learn from someone who is really really successful, or at some point in time was really really successful and has helped other people become successful, right? And so you go there for the knowledge, you go there to continue to learn, because the strategies are always changing, especially in this digital world. Like it's so important, especially in the space of like retail and beauty supply, where everyone is saying everything is going online and retail is about to be non-existent and blah blah blah. Like that is never going to be true for beauty supply. You just need to learn the new strategies. You just need to be learning from someone who has done this before and has done this for others, and they have a proven track record, like myself. You just need to learn new strategies. That's just what it is, right? And so these events help you to do that. These events, the speakers are giving you that new strategies, new ways of doing things. And so like you get the knowledge component when you go to these things, right? And then obviously the inspiration, just being in the room, all of that is very contagious, right? Proximity to wealth is a thing. So while I'm sitting in the podcast summit and I'm sitting in spaces where people have tech businesses, all these different industries, right? Because we're just here to do a podcast. That's the one thing that we have in common. Just being able to talk to people that know that they want to do this thing, they just don't know how to, like, and the strategies, like what should I do, like what should I, like what's my edge, what's all of the different strategies to creating this platform for yourself, like that by itself is extremely extremely motivating, right? The inspiration, just being in the room, all of that, the community, all of that is extremely extremely motivating. So when I went to the podcast summit, there were tiers in the tickets. So you like have general admission, then you have like VIP, and then there was like an all-star something, and then there was like the top level, which was the mastermind level. Now me, I'm always going to go for the top mastermind level. So that's what I invested in, because I just always want the top thing, like whatever it is. And so for the mastermind level, you got an additional day, which I thought, okay, if I get an additional day of learning, it'll be worth my time traveling from New York to Miami. I might as well stay for the extra time. So I wind up doing that. And it always pans out for me. Like I always feel that I, you know, obviously made the right decision in investing in myself, because I always am able to see a return immediately or eventually. Obviously, once my podcast comes out, y'all stay tuned. I see a return on that investment, right? So, it always works out for me with investments. And even, with some of the courses and things that I've taken in the past where it wasn't like the person talked a good talk and I got sold on like their marketing message, I still know that whatever I invest, I'm going to figure out how to make that money back, right? Even if the information wasn't all of that, right? I wasn't blown away by the information. So it's just all about just new perspectives, being in the room, having the community, being inspired, getting motivated, getting revved up to do what y'all are about to do. That's what it's all about. All right. So like that for me was like my main takeaway from like being in the room with people who are doing this, this podcast, and just like the opportunities that exist for all of us just in general. There's opportunities that we are all facing right now. It's just all about seizing the opportunities that are in front of you. And so for me, I always want to feel like at the end of the day, like when um, people are at my funeral, everyone will say that girl did everything she wanted to do. Like that's what I want people to say. Like she took every opportunity she took advantage of. There was none that she didn't do that she wanted to do. Obviously, right? Things that I want to do, I go ahead and do, right? And so like that mindset I feel has propelled me to be in the spaces that I'm in right now. Meet the people that I've met, the incredible people that I've met, and really it has made me become this new person. Like the entrepreneur I was when I was 24 years old, when I first got started in beauty supply. It's not the same girl. It's definitely not the same girl. So it's been a vibe for me. And I implore you guys, if you haven't stepped out, if you have an opportunity in front of you, and it doesn't have to be in beauty supply, but if you're on this page, you're probably looking to open a beauty supply. If God has placed it on your heart to open a store, open a beauty supply store, or whatever business He placed on your heart, the opportunity is in front of you, right? It's just all about you seizing it. And now is the time. I say this, now is the time, y'all. Now is the time. And so this Sunday, I am having a webinar training. It is free to get in the room. You go to openabeautysupply.com. I am doing a free training on the blueprint to get started with your own six-figure beauty supply store. If you go to openabeautysupply.com, you can go ahead and register for free. I am doing this training on Sunday. And yeah, you should definitely join if you are interested in getting your own beauty supply store started, or just getting some more information about what that journey looks like, because I share my story in this training, and then I share the stories from my clients too, because it's not just all about the person that has done the thing, right? It's also about, it should be more focused on the people that they've helped do the thing. And I've helped a lot of people open beauty supply stores over the past 5 years. A lot. Your favorites. So y'all want to get on this training? Y'all want to get this tea? Go to openabeautysupply.com. Good sis says she's already signed up. Claps for you. Claps for you. She says she's already signed up. Let me know what city you're going to open your beauty supply store. Let me know in the chat. Are you opening it in your hometown? Are you thinking about another area? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, so hey Jody. Hey Danielle. What part of North Carolina, girl? We got a lot of people in North Carolina. Come on in here, girl. She said she moved over from you. Come on in here. Listen, guys, also, if you're watching me on Instagram, you want to join the Power Circle group. Okay, Raleigh. Do we have any stores in Raleigh? No, I think it's Salem. think it's Salem. Not sure. Not sure about Raleigh. You might be the first, good sis. You might be the first. Come on. Guys, if you're not part of the Power Circle group over on Facebook, the link is in my bio. It's called the Black Beauty Supply Power Circle. That's my free mentorship group. I have a whole bunch of trainings on there and resources. So go ahead and join that group. You do have to apply to get in, but it's a free group. You just have to answer some questions and apply to get in. But you definitely want to be a part of that group, y'all. Okay, so guys, openabeautysupply.com is going down on Sunday. I'm doing a training. You need to be there. This gum. Not the gum. You need to be there, guys. On Sunday, it is happening at 8:30. At 8:30 on Sunday. Raleigh or Wake Forest. And I've never heard of Wake Forest. But yeah, Raleigh is lit. That will be amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited. This stuff gets me so excited, y'all. This stuff gets me so excited. All right, guys. So I'm going to sign off here. It was good to see everybody. Please join my group on Facebook. It's called the Black Beauty Supply Power Circle group on Facebook. The link is in my bio, guys. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. Okay. Hey, Jody from West LA. Welcome. Join us on Sunday, Jody. I'm doing a free training. Go to openabeautysupply.com to sign up. Go to the website and sign up so I can see you guys on Sunday. It is going down. I'm sharing my blueprint. It's going to be a time, y'all. It is going to be a time. I love sharing my story in depth. You know, on Instagram and on Facebook, I can only do little kibbles and bits because, you know, I'm being watched by people. But when we get on these webinars, I share it all, honey. I share it all. Okay? No gatekeeping. No gatekeeping, y'all. No gatekeeping. All right, so I'm going to sign off. It is good to see y'all. Make sure y'all join my Power Circle group. And I will see y'all on Sunday. Have a good night.